Hey, good afternoon and good evening from wherever you're watching me market from. This is Christine as usual on Monday afternoon, morning. What is your time wherever you are? Thank you for being on this channel. Have you subscribed to our channel? If you haven't, kindly go down here and hit the subscription button. Remember to also click on the notification bell such that whenever we come live, whenever we pop, you guys, this is quite interesting. Are you there? Meanwhile, let me know you're doing well. We've been talking about a lot of things on the Market Show channel. You know, this is a channel that tackles relationship, tackles godly things, productivity, everything, and travel. But as we did the last videos on wealth, on how people feel they need more, I was seated and I felt there's something that, irrespective of us looking for all this, there's something we need to mind about. What do you think we need to mind about before thinking about wealth, about health, about success, and how we can attain it? You will ask yourself, what's this? It's listening. And you'll say, how is listening in relationship to whatever we are talking about? They are much in a relationship. One is a 6, another one is a 5. One is a wife, another one is a husband. You can't do away. If you want to succeed, you have to have good listening skills. Why did I bring it up? As I was sitting down on a Saturday after all this, on a Saturday, it was a Saturday 2 days back, I asked myself why I do analysis of my life always. And mostly when I'm doing analysis for my life, that's when I bring also topics. I bring for you topics because sometimes you have planned from me, sometimes you have planned from friends. But now my question is, has anybody ever told you you're a good listener? Or do you sit down and feel I'm a good listener? Because this listening skill has a lot of things that is associated to your life. Whether it is in marriage, in relationship, in finance, at work, everywhere that you are, where you belong, it's very important. Has anybody ever appraised you for that and given you 100%? By the way, let me tell you, listening is a rare skill. There is that time, sometimes when I sit and I see people making mistakes, we don't need to blame them sometimes, because there is something that they have that we had before coming to this stage where we are. There's that time when I would say, I know, I understand, I can do it. There's that time when I would not listen. I would listen to answer. I would not listen to understand. And that's where most people fall right now. I pray that you don't fall in that category. But if you fall in that category of thinking you are the best, you are everything, I was there one time. I used to think, even if, are you in a social group, are you in a community, are you in a church, are you at work, whenever you have that feeling, you think you are the best, it's not a right thing. So how does good listening affect your life being, affect your wealth being, affect your relationship? By the way, it's a very rare skill that opens up the doors. It opens up doors for you almost in all circles, in finance, in everything. And it makes people love you more. You know, me, there's that time when people used not to love me. I don't know now whether they love me or not, but I know it. You know why? Because I used to think, I know this. Yeah, you might be knowing it, but listen. And sometimes don't show that you know, because it brings up hatred in some other people. It is, by the way, the most important thing that you need before tackling this, tackling the other, because you need relationships, you need investors, to talk to your employees, talk to your people, and for people on social media, we need this more than that. Because sometimes when someone tells you, no, on social media, it's good to do this, But when you think you know, you've reached, and you don't listen, you'll never be better. So this Monday, this week, it's the second of the week. I'm bringing for you some advantages of a good listener. If you have been appraised as a good listener, or if you've been there and told yourself, I'm not a good listener, I tell you, 4 or 5 years back, I wasn't. What should you consider as a good listener? When someone is speaking to you, look right into their eyes. What does that mean? When someone is looking into your eyes and you're looking into that person's eyes, you will concentrate on that person. And at the same time, you will understand what actually he's telling you. But imagine when he's talking to you, you're looking down, you would think you're listening, but you're not listening. If you're talking to somebody in any way, whether it is on social media, whether it is on Zoom, whether it is on Google Meet, look into the lens and look at them. That is a good practice for good listening. I feel that one we are clear. I'll not talk too much about it. If you know you have that good listening skill, please write it down and say, I have it. The second one is practice waiting to speak. This is most common to us. I was there one time, and I can see most influencers coming up, most bloggers, people who are trying to write down, all of us, even at work and everywhere. Most people are facing this challenge. How are they facing these challenges? They don't wait to speak. They always interrupt. I had that. But if you want to succeed in life, please wait for someone, even if you don't like what she's talking and you feel it is rubbish. Wait. That's why I normally check it on WhatsApp. If you are in a group and you see people who always write and delete immediately in conversations, those are people who always don't digest what is being said before, because they feel, no, this one should not talk like this, or I know, so they hurry to write. Then when you write immediately, you regret, or when you speak immediately, you regret what you've spoken, then you go to delete for everybody. So take note of that. Interrupting can make people think you're bored, or you're underlooking them. Even writing before they finish, in a minute, you cannot tell me that someone has written something down, and in a second you've known already what is meaning and you're replying. That's why you hurry to delete. When you feel yourself going to interrupt, touch your hands. Say, no, let me not write. Let me not write. Touch your mouth. Tell it, please don't talk. Let someone first talk. Because there are things which are said. There are messages that you send on those groups. Even if you've deleted, people with iPhones, people with our good phones, even if you delete, we read them and it will never be easy for you to say sorry. Another thing, switch off. When someone comes to you for a chat, put your phone on mute. And somewhere, especially us, most people like me, I had that problem. When someone is talking, I'm also writing. I'm also chatting. It's not good. That means you can't be a good listener. Can you clear your mind? That is another point. Clearing your mind in a sense that you should not assume. Leave the past things past. Focus on what they are talking about. So it will not linger in your mind that you're distracting your thoughts. Because the moment you don't clear your mind, you'll be remembering, as Christine is speaking, you're not looking at what she's speaking, but you're looking at what she did yesterday or what she told you yesterday. If you want to be a good listener, clear everything from your mind and mind about now and future. Don't jump to help too soon. I know most of us will love helping. When someone is telling you his problem, you've not yet known the finish line. If I say, Christine, my problem in my relationship, because you know what, you say, okay, I'll help you. Leave that. No, stop that. Another point, it's be the mirror. A simple but powerful way to show someone you understand is so much emotional body language. As she's speaking, you feel you understand what this person is speaking. So this has